For almost 300 years, the great authoritarian immortal dragonborn Olivine has ruled over the material realm of Silvernell. His fear of the water has kept him above the silver seas, yet he found an alliance with the evil mermaids of Eudothia to carry out his bidding. Over the years, the Genasis of the underwater kingdom of Azir have narrowly fought back the mermaids thanks to its just ruler, King Thrine, and his daughters. But times are changing. Olivine has died. The world of Silvernell is reborn. This is the story of a kingdom after war.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Adventures in Silvernell, the homebrewed fantasy world setting for our online game of Dungeons & Dragons 5e. It's been so long since we've played last time. Hi everybody, I'm your Game Master Scott Nicholson. Tonight we're going to play D&D again. Episode 17, Princess of Power, with my good friends Margaret Alice, Erica Webb,
Hi.
Michael Jackson,
Hello.
Alyssa Causey,
Hi.
Andrew Krug.
Hey.
Perfect. How's everybody doing tonight? I feel very calm right now, not like super energy.
Doing pretty good.
Chill.
I've been working on Silvernell stuff all afternoon, so I'm jazzed. I feel creative.
I'm ready to cause chaos.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
I've been tired all day, but I'm starting to get pumped.
Okay, let's do a quick little recap then. Okay, last time, episode 16 of Princesses of Power. We were all basically together except for Mizu and Vinfira, so we sent the Boggins. You sent the Boggins away with Bakwajir. That was a really awesome, touching moment where everybody hugged and came together. And then you arrived at the Hydrus Coliseum, where you met Lunkar the Relentless. Seer has informed Celia she has to fight and protect Lunkar in the festival games so he can win and gain the flaming sword to call on the Phoenix, because only then can Vinfira confront the merfolk with that power and stop an impending conflict in the ocean. We last ended with Lunkar walking into Celia's dressing room with the gang, and Celia was curious as to Lunkar's last name and how he gets one of those. Voskar is still out on the loose somewhere in the Coliseum. We heard him on the intercom. We've seen him, well, you didn't, Lunkar did. And there are a few hours left before the Festival Coliseum Games. So Mizu and Vinfira were last seen, I think, shopping back into the market. Yeah. So let's start there first. What are you guys doing in this market? As you look around, everyone's swimming around deep in the water. So deep, you're used in the kingdom for light rays coming down, but there are no light rays coming down. There's darkness all around. And think of just the bioluminescent blues as like candle-lit pathways between these big pillared buildings where fish are swimming in and out of. But there are families swimming about. There are big warriors swimming about. Gentlemen are going up to these big warriors and talking to them, and small crowds are forming around them. And there's music that's playing, which are these deep sea like eels. They're very fleshy and mucousy, swimming through the air, that have like different pebbles glowing on their bodies as somebody put them all over, and they're emanating different sounds, like different instruments, through the streets. So really, like, because there's a lot of pressure down here, it's not very bright in your ears. It's kind of muffled, as if everything was kind of through the water a little bit, just distant. So everything feels kind of far away, but there's so much going on close. There are foods. You can smell these big bubbles of scents floating around, pop near you. Welcome to the festival. What would you like to do?
I wish to go to the festival.
I feel like Mizu's gonna turn to Vinvir and say, well, I guess now that we've kind of got the important stuff done. I mean, until later. Why don't we just kick back and relax? We can do some shopping, check out the festival. I mean, it's good to always put our faces out there to see us, in public as princesses, spreading good cheer and all that. I mean, this could be some great PR work for you, to be honest. I mean, get your name out there some more.
Vinfear. Oh, there we go. Thought I was muted. I was not. Vinfear kind of chuckles a little bit and is like, that actually does sound quite lovely. All things considered, the brunt of my work isn't until later with this whole contract deal, so I'll take you up on that.
I mean, I feel like out of everybody, you probably get like the least amount of time to just relax and kick back out of the sisters. So, I mean, you deserve a chance to unwind. I mean, not completely because, like I said, we're still doing PR work, Got to keep that smile on your face, keep your head high, shoulders back. But besides that, relax.
Yeah, I think you're right. Honestly, considering that my diplomatic charge was nearly a war zone half the time, I believe it would be wise to take a moment.
I've never seen war before, but when I hear people talk about it, it sounds crazy. So I'm sure you need some time to unwind. And Mizu's gonna kind of grab Vinfira and start to tug her through the festival, keeping an eye out for anything that might spark their particular interest. Mizu would be looking for flashy, shiny things, yummy food, things like that. Maybe little kids to give a little pat on the head or a baby to kiss on the cheek, things like that.
You kind of see a lot of that everywhere. There's definitely a lot of kids swimming around. And families. There's these cute, boxes that are producing foods. People are going through the crowds and, taking golden shells and stuff for. You don't know what's really in the box, but they're almost Maui. It's very, carved and intricate down to really small details. It's obviously a magical box. It's really cool. And I mean, there's a couple kids. Do you want to approach a little kid and kiss him on the head, with the family, and give an autograph?
I feel like she wouldn't just go up to them and scare them, but maybe if she sees a little kid staring, she might go up and be like, "Would you like to touch my dress?" Disney princess vibe.
Okay, roll straight charisma right now. It's not too high. It's a kid. But you can easily scare him.
That wasn't great. It was 8.
Yeah, you kind of scared him as you swim up. This little kid was not expecting this. You look very different from them. This kid's probably not experienced a lot of Ganassi's. This is very Triton heavy, especially down here. Or a lot some merfolk. But yeah, it just swims right back to the mother who was looking through these different spatulas and spoons and stuff, hanging silverware stuff, and just runs back into the arm, and they're about 20 feet away, and you see the little kid swimming around his mom as the mom's trying to comfort this kid and looking around, and just kind of sees you but just kind of ignores you and starts shopping, looking through the different stuff, swimming around.
Mizu's definitely gonna roll her eyes a little bit and, kind of in her head think, fucking poor people, as she, walks back to Vinfira. She's thinking it now, not saying it out loud anymore.
Swims back to Vinfira.
Yeah, swims. Walks with her legs like that, but, swimming.
It's an improvement that she's not saying it aloud. We'll call that a win.
Okay, meanwhile, back at the Coliseum, this nice waiting room that we described earlier with the bed and table and vanity. You guys walk in, see Celia, Arista with Loomcar. He's got this. I'll show you a picture.
Ooh.
Grab. Gauntlet.
Okay, well, I'll show you in a minute. It'll just take so much time to go find it really fast. He's got these big hulking muscles with this like gauntlet leather glove type things on, with this big leather strap with golden buckles that holds on to this big belt with a big metal piece right under his navel, and he's got blue hair that comes down about here that's very raggedy and dirty, with the leather strap across his face that's very scarred and mangled, and that eye patch has some sort of gem or glass piece that's glowing this soft amber color with like a yellow at the very center. And he's very like, well, yeah, he walks in. Do you remember the last thing you said to him, Celia?
Gonna check the tapes.
Yeah, I think I was just asking him about his name. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the only thing that was on Celia's mind. Because she wants a title. She wants a title for sure.
I think he had mentioned that he heard that name, that he heard Voskar's voice last night, and that was like one of the last things we heard. And it was, like,
That's right.
to his eye, and there was like a whole like audience moment.
Cool. As he continues to talk, right behind him, so everyone's passive perception is pretty good. Through the cracks, what's your passive perception?
I think it's 8.
It's like an 8, yeah. Ours is good.
Yeah.
It's right.
Okay, then I imagine you guys also, kind of close together, with Lunkar kind of away from you, and behind the wall where the door is, because he just walked in at last. Through the cracks comes this like black tendril, slimy things that you saw in the alleyway with Voskar. This black goo is like stretching through the door around on the wall, creating this gooey shadow of Voskar, who just kind of slides off the wall and is walking right behind Lunkar as Lunkar is talking, and just walks right into Lunkar, and he stops. Wow. I understand why you guys love it up here.
Why did you just change subject?
What?
You're describing like a voice that you heard last night, and then like just 180 different topic. Let's we can talk about something else if you want. That's fine.
No, that's okay. All right, Celia, I need you to concentrate for me, okay? Look me in the eye.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm actually in this body this time. Remember the turtle?
That's Ganon. You know, the demon
Did
turtle?
you ate Mizu's turtle? Oh, this is amazing. Okay.
What's
okay.
my name?
Well, how did you Lumpy Lunka I don't know. I only got a glance at your nameplate, my man.
Perfect. Okay, Lumpy Lunkar, great. I'm Lumpy Lunkar,
And he's going to turn to the other sisters.
Ah.
Do you not have any of your own friends, or do you just like to bother us?
Well,
This is a good thing. Maybe he can, help this body win the competition the same way he helps Mizu, do magic.
Wait, is Lunkar like a ghost?
No, Celia. He's still in there. He's just not in control of his body right now.
I
Ganon
feel
is
like
a
I'm
ghost.
missing some.
Ganon is like possessed Lunkar, so now Lunkar's body is being possessed by the demon turtle, and so that's this.
Okay.
He's not.
This man is the
turtle.
demon turtle.
Moral of the story: don't eat demon turtles.
right. That's all fine and dandy. But where is Mizu?
Shouldn't
like
we
your
know?
own
she,
thing.
she's not allowed like near us at all. I told our guards like this person's crazy. Don't let them close to us. So
She's probably
Yeah.
shopping.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm having a great time. How are things with you?
I'm pretty chill.
things were going well. Your thoughts on what Rissy said? Do you plan to help Lunkar win this competition like you helped Mizu with her magic?
Oh,
Is that why
yes,
you're doing
yes,
this?
yes, I am. Ah, I wonder if I... Ooh, what if I grab it in this body? Could I control the Phoenix? Could I project into the Phoenix? Yeah, I'll help you. Mm-hmm.
That is an interesting question of philosophy. Does the will have to match the shell?
Well, I only got a day to try.
Interesting. All right. Well, I guess
I'm sure
you got
nothing bad is gonna happen.
No,
got
no,
nothing
no,
else to lose, so
I mean, yes, but in a good way. Has Mizu never explained it all to you?
I think it would go over my head.
Understand it all.
Yeah.
How is she supposed to explain it to us?
Yes. Yeah, I'm kind of trapped down there, okay? So this is my kind of magical vacation, you know? People
I
think,
see.
You're Voskar. You're Voskar.
Yeah.
you got me.
Oh, this is...
Mizu and Celia really are related.
I would like to apologize. I didn't know you actually didn't have any friends because you were entrapped. That was kind of rude of me. I'm
If
sorry
it
to hear
means
about your
anything,
predicament.
you're kind
Very
of ugly.
You're okay.
Ah,
Touching that one.
okay. That was a lot at once. One at a time, huh?
Okay. Yeah. I'll raise my hand.
Yes.
I just said that you're like visually, you could do better, like on the eyes. It could be a reason why you have less friends than you would like. Constructive criticism. That's all. Next.
Yes, see ya.
I was just curious to know why you were imprisoned.
And where is down there?
In that part.
Ooh, that's a long story. I don't know. That's kind of a patron warlock pact kind of deal, you know.
Here, sits down, puts his
Secret
feet up.
information. I have extended offers in the past. Curiosities. Do you specifically? See ya. You wish to know more?
If you're telling stories, I'd love to hear them. Of course.
I'll wait for Mizu to get into the nitty-gritty details.
She sits up. Well, that's just never fun. Well, don't hurt this thing. We do need him. So, I guess I'm just going to watch you until the competition starts, because I really don't trust you, just to be frank.
Yes. What is the worst thing you think I'm going to do, Seer?
I mean, you're present, so it's already kind of...
You say a lot of mean things.
And so does your sister.
Yeah, but that's like family. It's different.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna have a little fun, you know? And then I'll return. As long as I still have the vessel I came in, then all is good.
I'm sure Mizu definitely is taking care of that child.
She was so sweet. It was almost painful.
Except she couldn't stay down here on account of not being able to breathe underwater or like exist under such pressure, so we took her up to a boat.
Where is she now?
Probably
She's on
her
top.
way home.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Where is her home?
Oh, I don't think I'm at liberty to tell you that. That's private information.
It's like Stranger Danger 101.
I find that vessel. If I don't, I will... It is in your sister's best interest to get me back home to the Underdark.
Okay, well, it sounds like perhaps we can help each other.
What do you suggest?
I suggest that you help us make Lunkar the victor of this competition, and maybe we'll think about helping you find a way home.
You do like contracts. Isn't that what you said?
I think, as Venfira would put it, I'm contractually obligated to speak to Mizu first. I'd like my lawyer, please. Get my lawyer, and then I'll agree.
This has nothing to do with Mizu.
Oh, yes, it is. Because if something happens to me, something happens to her. Don't blame me. Blame Bruntoro. He's a selfish bitch.
Who's that?
That.
Oh, the god of death.
Oh. Yeah.
I don't know.
Be glad.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay.
So we gotta find Mizu then? Like now, or can we do this later? Or we gotta make the agreement now?
Oh, no, I got a day.
Yeah, the competition's not till tonight, so I guess we can. I guess go find Mizu, and we got him hostage because he can't go anywhere, literally. So I guess.
Okay,
That's good
so
to know.
I will help
He grabs
you.
Lunkar's hand.
If Mizu is okay with this plan, I will help you and win this competition and get the sword and, whatever shady stuff the Ordo is doing. And, then afterwards, we shall be so far away. I'm gonna need that phoenix to fly.
Why do you need to?
Well,
Why do you need to
that
fly?
will
You can
be-
swim.
I don't think that...
Use of the Phoenix would be up to Lunkar himself. I'm sure you can talk to him in there, and perhaps if you offer to help him win, he will help you in return with the Phoenix.
Also, it's hot. Keep that in mind. Ride a hot bird. Sounds like it's gonna burn.
I'm not sure he's unfamiliar with fire, if you know what I'm saying.
You know what? Both of you make persuasion checks.
Oh no.
And
What if I
I'll
just
let-
give her advantage with the help action.
No. I specifically want you both individually to make this.
Dang.
Well, I got a 20.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
good.
that's good.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a 13.
Okay, I'll do it. Only because you fully understand that if something happens to me, something happens to Mizu, so I think you know it's important. Alright, we have fun again. Why are we letting everything get us down? We're here.
How much time do we have?
Around 3 hours-ish.
Okay.
I say we kick our feet up and relax a little bit. Personally, I'm
Maybe
tired.
take a little rest. Just a short one.
How about this? I'll go look for Mizu, and you all rest.
No.
Why
You
not?
really shouldn't be on your own. I'm okay. I feel very well rested, so I can accompany you to find Mizu.
I feel like I also should have come
Okay.
here. It's like returning a puppy to its owner. I just feel like it's more obligation.
I prefer a small turtle.
Oh, so now you want to be a turtle.
Well, I'm just embracing the thing that's very difficult for you and your family members to get over.
Okay,
can I-
let's
Yeah.
go.
Can I go with you guys? I'm kind of bored.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
take off. As we're going, let's
Family
go back
reunion.
into Venfira and Mizu. What are you gears doing?
I feel like at this point they've probably gone through all of the places that piqued Mizu's interest, and now they're looking for places that would pique Venfira's interest to check out.
Benfira's mostly looking at different kind of like bookstores that have any kind of interesting like historical novels, legal codices, if that's even something that you can just find. Just different things like that, and perhaps even a new little pantsuit. You never know.
Okay, give me a perception check, and I'll tell you, you do find some clothes. It's way more fancy than a pantsuit, but it's the general idea.
Okay, let me roll this perception. Nat 20.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so yeah, you find some books talking about the... it's like personal stories from people who fought in the war when Yamath finally joined the Assyrian kingdom against the merfolk, when they finally stepped in from the bottom of the ocean. And it's just personal anecdotes, personal tales, some poems people wrote during war times of, the Great War between the merfolk. So, and then you said you wanted history, and what else did you want? What are you looking for?
Honestly, things along those lines, just different, sort of business-like. I don't know how to describe it. I have the idea in my head, but...
Okay, well, I will say there are some books, because they're very proud of the government and culture in Yamath. So you read that Yamath actually has a symbiotic monarchy. So there's the ruling elites, which consist of Triton royalty, who have a unique connection with the large sea sponges. Those are the ones around town that you saw when you were coming down for the first time. It's like 3 or 4. They're glowing. They're big. They have connections to it. So this government system is deeply rooted in the belief that the sea sponges are vessels of wisdom and guidance from the depths of the ocean, that hear the ocean. So there are 3 Triton monarchies, which is... it's a symbiotic monarchy, which is kind of weird. It's like 3 together, and they make decisions with the culture and stuff. And that those 3 families are House Zephyrian, House Pelagor, and House Thalassor. All Triton. There you go.
Perfect. Benfir's kind of, as she's like, kind of reading through this a little bit, she's gonna look at Mizu and go, how smart do you think sea sponges are?
I mean, sponges, like, absorb things, so if their brains are like sponges too, I bet they're really good at, like, absorbing knowledge, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. She kind of just turns and, like, goes to purchase the book, and continues looking for any clothes that might catch her eye. She is going to look for something a little more fun than her usual get-up.
Okay, are you going to buy those books? Do you want those books, or are you just reading them and putting them back?
I want to buy them.
Okay, so those 2 books, I think it was, that's going to be a total of 7 gold pieces, because some of them, were people's life's work and stuff. And there's not, like, mass-produced books of these.
Okay.
And you definitely find this beautiful outfit that's kind of bedazzled a little bit, but it has that serious look of a pantsuit that means business, but it is very decadent at the same time.
But if you're just gonna kind of hold it up to Mizu and, like...
I mean, it's definitely you.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, I would never wear it, but, like, you would look great in it.
What would you put me in, Mizu?
I don't know, something, like, sexy. I mean, you're gonna see fans too, right?
She kind of, like, lowers her voice down and is like, you do know my life is in danger there, right?
I mean, like, the more reason to make it really big, like, as you come back in.
She kind of stops for a few moments and just considers and takes in a deep breath. Okay. Pick something out for me.
Let's go like happy medium for both of us then. How about like a nice little coat on the outside, you know, very like regal, very like business, very like Nefira, but like underneath it, we're gonna have a little spicy number for, you know, like later.
What sort of spicy number?
Mizu's gonna kind of like look around and see if maybe anything might catch her eye that she would think like would fit that description.
Yeah, you see this really spicy white with red stripe one that kind of has like a glowing undertone to it with like frilled like bows on the sides.
Mizu's gonna take it and go, bet they don't have stuff like this in Eudothia, and then toss it at her.
She catches it, it's like, how do you wear this?
I mean, that's the whole point, right? Like, experimentation!
We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. I'll do this for you, Mizu. We're trying new things. We're being more interesting.
I mean, if your life is on the line, at least go out sexy, you know?
That's a good point. You should think of that more often. And she's just gonna... shopping.
Alright, about that time, charges up Seer, Celia, Arista, and this big guy that you've never seen before, I guess, except I guess earlier.
Missy, we found something that you lost.
Hey, that man? Wait, hold on, man. And she's gonna take the, like, what was it, like, underwear, I guess?
Yeah.
From Vinfira, and, like, look at it, and, like, dangle it, and go, like, do you think she'd look good in this? And, like, nod over to Vinfira.
You see Lunkar's cheeks blush with black. But, like, just give this embarrassed kind of look.
Hi.
Voskar? What the hell?
You like the new ride?
It's alright, I guess. Same thing like I said to Vinfira earlier. I'd never wear it, but if you like it, I guess it's fine.
Alright, let me give you the lowdown. I kinda only have a day to do this, and then I need to get back in the same way I came, and we need to find that Barkins girl. Cassia? Was it Cassia? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Cassia. She's a sweet girl. I mean, if she's your, like, portal, you should at least remember her name.
Yes, if I don't get to that portal by the end of my day's time, I could be pulled down by Bruntoro, which could sever a little bit of my connection, so to speak. You wouldn't be as pizzazzy as you could be in fights, you know? You'd lose some shit.
I mean, to me, it just sounds like your ass is gonna get in trouble with Bruntoro if I don't help you.
Mia whispers over to Arista. She's like, oh, well, he really made it sound like she was in danger, but really he's just in danger. That's very different.
I mean, it depends on whether Mizu's willing to give up her power, but it seems like she's delighting in his misfortune, so maybe she will.
Mizu, with, like, total disregard for, like, Lunkar's actual body, is gonna, like, pinch his cheek and, like, because I assume he's a lot taller than her, and, like, pull him down to her eye level and be like, "Aw, say please, Mizu, pretty please, I need your help." We're best friends, right? Best friends help each other, but it's nice to ask nicely.
Also, but he also said that he would help us. He's got to help Lunkar win the competition first. Don't forget that part.
Okay, but I mean, I get this is gonna help out everybody else, but it seems like I'm the only person that isn't getting anything out of this. So, why would I help?
Well, the deal is I help Lunkar when he gets the sword, he controls the phoenix, I possess the phoenix, and I go find the kid, and then I'll bring the phoenix back, I swear. Well, Lunkar will have the sword. When I get out of the Phoenix, consciousness back. I think I could do a Phoenix. They're really big. If I can't, all of this is for naught. But we'll figure that out when we get there.
Okay,
That's all the riding problem.
Yeah. I'm gonna take one for the team this time and say that I think this is like a really good plan, but you know, I need to get a little bit more out of this. So does this like tournament have an announcer, like a host or anything like that? Because, you know, for the Azerian Kingdom to like step in and take that spot, aka me, and like host this game, I think it looked really good for like the kingdom and the PR. You know, me at the last of the list, of course.
That's not a bad idea. Okay, so I learned while I was killing people in the control rooms. What they're controlling, I don't know. House Pelagor. Of the three of the, like, houses of government here, I think there's three. They're paying for everything. They're sponsoring this. So if we could somehow figure out a way to talk to them, and I don't know if they're supposed to be a host or not. I did kill a guy in a suit who was swimming by me.
I mean, let's just not worry about that. It's like collateral damage or whatever. That's what Daddy says. But, I mean, we have two people that are competing in this tournament. Of course, they're going to want to talk to us, right? If they're with us.
Well, they're gonna want to win.
Okay, well...
I'm
why
going
don't
to
we
kill
just-
him, Mizu. Like, I don't care. Even the viper fish part of it, I'm still gonna kill him.
Okay, well, fuck it. Let's just go there now. Let's let Vinfira finish her shopping, and then I guess we can all head there together.
Perfect.
To not kill anyone, to have nice conversations, correct?
I mean, we always try that first. That's my motto.
What is everybody's problem with people dying?
Normally nothing, but when you just go around wiping out, as you say, potentially 1/3 of the royal family here, as a royal family member of a different kingdom, I just feel kind of some way about that. Personally, I know it's hard for a prisoner,
I
but
guess. It's just a soul going to another place. It's just part one.
Okay, but without their consent.
Oh,
Okay.
consent.
I have to add,
Poor
it's
Luncar.
not a great way to make friends if you kill people. And I know that you're a lonely guy.
Yeah.
I know you're a lonely little guy.
Yeah.
If you try, like, not killing people if you want friends.
Roll
Right?
a persuasion check.
Okay.
I mean, he's not that lonely. He's got me as a best friend, but whatever.
step one, don't be a dick.
Pow, skapow. Dirty 20.
So if I don't kill someone up here, I can get friends because downstairs it looks different.
Then maybe you gotta, layer of separations and
I mean, not that, friends
Whatnot.
are important. We're not trying to make friends, right? Are you trying to make friends?
oh god no.
Who needs them?
You do. You've expressed how lonely you are.
Well, warlocks, I got my people. They're friends. Mizu,
Yeah.
we're friends, right?
I mean, I'm offended you didn't say we're best friends, right?
Best friends.
Yeah, do you have, like, other people besides Mizu? You mention her a lot.
You
and
better
you're
not have
always-
people on the side.
No, one at a time, unfortunately. I'd like to just be with one and get the things, but they just keep messing up or never mind. Just one. Just
Noted.
Mizu.
I don't like
So, yeah.
talking to Voskar.
He's weird. You kind of get... No, you don't get used to it. He's
Celia!
weird.
Okay, shall we go win?
Yeah, I guess you want to go talk
Yeah.
to House Pelagor? Is that what you want to do?
I mean, the first step is definitely to get me with a microphone in my hand and looking pretty on the stage. Set the scene.
But we can let them know that we have a princess, one of our sisters, participating, and so perhaps a host would be smart as well. And then we can have a princess section where we sit, we wave.
Well,
Yeah.
if Voskar thinks he might have killed the announcer, then they might be looking for somebody to replace them anyway. So we should find out if that was the case.
We shouldn't mention that part, but that would be good to know.
If we're
Yeah,
trying to replace them with Mizu, we could just let them know that Mizu's died like 3 times now, right?
Quick professional getting killed. Honestly.
Yeah, nothing to worry about.
She always comes back. High five, Arista.
Oh.
Oh.
So you'd like to move towards House Pelagor?
If they're in charge of the game.
Incredulously.
'Cause right now you're in the market, so...
If they're in charge of the games, I think the next step is to go talk to whoever's in charge of it.
Is that good with everybody else? Just kind of need a consensus of what people want to do.
Oh yes,
Go
agreed.
on for the ride. I have no dog in this race.
Okay.
Going to the house Pelagor to talk them into becoming an announcer.
Okay, after some time talking to people or looking at maps and stuff, you're able to generally figure out where they are. It's 3 huge estates right in front of the Colosseum, in between where you are and the Colosseum are, actually. And it's the one in the dead center. It's like 4 or 5 stories high. It's like a fountain in the middle of, cement in a square in a garden is like the centerpiece. It's kind of like that kind of ordeal. Like there's sidewalks and swimming lights all around it, but it's kind of like everything's around these estates. Very Biltmore estate vibes in front of the Colosseum. But as you go inside, there is a man who welcomes you at the door. He seems to be a little... maybe he was burned in the past or something, because different parts of his skin kind of flaking a little bit, and just swims up as you guys enter. Good evening. How may I help you?
Hi, Princess Mizumino from the Assyrian Kingdom. She's gotten quicker with her drawback now. She doesn't wait for people to kiss anymore. She just does it anyways, and then draws it back before they can react. I'm here with my sisters, the other princesses of the Assyrian Kingdom, one who happens to be competing in your tournament tonight, and another friend who is competing as well. I was wondering, I'm kind of famous for having a way with words, bringing attention, drawing a crowd. It would be a great look for your tournament. I would love to host the tournament tonight. Thoughts?
One moment, I have relayed your message. Welcome. I am Sivnus. Sorry, I was just speaking to the House Quapo, which is Might Unerseth. I know you're from not around here. I know that's probably a lot of information. Let me take that slowly. So the House Quapo, he's very excited to see you. Quapo just means head of the household or head of the business. His name is Might Unerseth. So you can call him Might. On behalf of the Capo, he wants to welcome you to Yarmouth, and you are formally invited to stay if you'd like. He's very excited. He wants to share some intriguing ideas about Azir and Yarmouth relations, and wants to put them out there with you and also get to know you more. And if you'd like, you can expect a full royal rollout, because he has great respect for the pageantry and beauty of the Azirian kingdom. Yes.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. Well, my sisters, and she'll gesture, Vinfira, Seer, Arista, and Celia. It's also a pleasure for me, as well as them, to make your acquaintance. Thank you for being so welcoming to us. We would love to, get together and chat during this time before the games start, but our sister at the end here, Celia, must prepare for the tournament.
That anytime you wish to return, he would love to speak with you. Are you leaving now? Would you care for a beverage?
I mean, the rest of the princesses can stay, but I'm sure Celia has lots of prep to get to, right? A lot of sober training to prepare for.
I mean,
Right?
we don't want to like turn down their good hospitality.
Okay.
Right?
One drink, Celia. As her like head snaps back forward.
Princess Celia, would you... what beverage would you like? Would you prefer an adult beverage as well?
Do you have like kid versions of alcohol?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I didn't understand the question.
Your own question?
Let's just go. This is a little bit. I didn't know that I was gonna have to like solve a puzzle for this drink.
Jesus Christ. She'd like an adult beverage. Preferably the hardest that you have.
Absolutely. Please make yourself at home. The drawing room is to the left if you just swim that way. I'll be with you momentarily. And he's going to swim away.
Cool that they have a room dedicated to artists.
Can you imagine, like, if there was, like, us, but then, like, another version of us, but then, like, another version of us, and we all had to rule the kingdom together? That'd be fucking annoying.
Yes.
I don't know how they do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think me and poor Mizus could run the Azirian kingdom just fine.
Yeah,
Straight
into the ground. Yeah.
Ooh.
I finally got high five.
He swims back with these tall glasses and puts them on the table. And on his back is this kind of barrel crystal contraption that has a tube that he pours these drinks into these cups. Because remember, these cups have like tops on them, so it's like pushing it in it. But it looks really fancy, like a big Gucci book bag.
There's so much work down here. Oof. I love it.
And he says, I could have some quick food prepared for you. We sense that you haven't been here long, or that this is a surprise trip, as we had not heard that the Azirian Kingdom would be visiting Yarmouth.
We're on kind of a diplomatic venture of sorts, but we couldn't stop by Yarmouth even though we had no diplomatic needs to attend to here, because we've heard about how beautiful it is. And I mean, I love a beautiful place, so I had to stop by.
Well, plus we had a delivery to make.
I mean, yeah, that too, but diplomatic.
We like to help.
Beautiful. This is a perfect opportunity for Azir, and specifically House Pelagor, to start a new connection.
Just you. I thought there was like 3 people who, or like, yeah, 3 people who are in charge here.
There are 3 families, yes. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying only, but especially in this time, I think I, of course, am speaking for the Quapo right now, but he has wanted me to inform you that our values align perfectly, bringing the Silver Seas together, which is what the 3 families have done in Yarmouth.
And that's what we've done in the Silver Seas. So what do you think you could add to that in our proposed union?
Okay, well, why don't we just wait a little bit, and the Quapo will be back. He's not here currently, which is why I'm communicating with him. But I love... Immediately, I will say, I, princesses, personally love your honesty. Thank you.
It teaches that in his ear.
Yeah. So, just kind of hanging out for a second, everyone's having a drink.
Yeah, I kind of go over to Lunkar, and I'm like, there's absolutely no killing.
Not here.
Okay. I wasn't even thinking about it, I promise you. I really wasn't.
I don't believe you.
I'm telling the truth. Hey, he respects my honesty.
That's guy's not so bad.
Sivness asks you if you would like anything else. or do you plan to wait for the capo? It'll be about 20 minutes. You just caught him when he was out.
I mean,
Got nothing else to do.
Time to kill.
Okay, I guess eventually he comes back, but before he does, you gotta have that awkward 20 minutes with Sivness. So is there any question anyone would like to ask about anything before he's going to get quiet for a while before it's, the Quapo?
was my proposal accepted to, like, speak or to host the tournament later and, like, be an announcer? Was it accepted? Or was it tabled for when the capo gets here?
You're waiting on the capos. Yeah, you're waiting on the capos.
Can he give us a nice history lesson? I feel like I know that there are 3 families, but I don't really know much about like the dynamic they use to run this place. So just kind of like, more on this tour of new cultures. It's just like, how does this work?
Asking about those. Okay, so they're through a combination of innate Triton abilities and ritualistic ceremonies. The rulers can communicate with the vast depths of the oceans through the sea sponges, and it is believed that the sponges act as conduits for voices of ancient sea spirits and the collective consciousness of the underwater world. So the citizens of Yarmouth place their concerns, wishes, and grievances into specifically crafted containers designed to fit within the sea sponge's tubes. And these containers are considered sacred and are retrieved by servants of these 3 Triton families. And those 3 Triton families mediate between the concerns of the citizens and the decisions of the ruling elite, essentially. So that's kind of like their election, except it's ongoing. You can always put concerns.
Mm-hmm. I'm royalty. Can I talk to sponges?
I think the point is anyone can talk to the sponges.
Yeah, you just got to put it in these specifically made containers that you actually noticed in the shop, but you didn't really know what that was. You thought it was just maybe this kind of like little container with wooden glass, but or I guess not glass. I guess that would shatter, wouldn't it?
Basically an underwater suggestion box.
So
yeah,
it's useless.
I guess that depends on who's reading the suggestion.
Sivness will point out, morally wise, the government does place great emphasis on maintaining a harmonious relationship with the underwater environment. So decisions made by the Triton rulers often prioritize the well-being of Yarmouth's ecosystem, ensuring that the city's activities are sustainable and do not harm the ocean's delicate balance. So from what you're gleaming here, there doesn't appear to be any conflict between the Triton rulers or the city. Things seem to be going pretty good.
These guys are like Shark Food Island, version 2.
But better. They got laws here.
And and also importantly, there's no drafted separate army. There's no army of it. It's like the people protect themselves. So there are training you can do at these academy thing, but so all citizens mothers or fathers or children who parents say it's okay can train and protect it. So if there is the Yarmouth scouts going out, it's the people, so to speak. Gotcha. All right. I think that's a good place to go to bathroom break. And then going to have a friend come in that door, Pelagor himself. So we'll see everybody in just a minute. Is that good with you guys?
Sounds good.
All right. See you soon. Bye. Welcome back, everybody, from the bathroom break. As always in Silvernell, we hope you had a pleasant one. Before we jump back into it, I just want to take this moment to do a little bit of advertising. If you're watching us on Twitch right now, make sure to use your rooter points to make things happen in the game. I know if you've been watching for a while on Twitch, you probably know that, but it's the best part of the game. It's really fun. If you're watching us on YouTube, please hit subscribe and share. We have a Patreon you can visit us on, The Adventures in Silvernell. Rewards every month. Low cost, supporting the drive. Speaking of supporting the drive, also we have Silvernell's Campaign 3 Into the Expanse on Tuesday nights now, which is going great. We just added another player. James Downey's very, very cool. Anything you want to say about it, Meg? Meg's in it.
It's a super great campaign.
Yeah, it's super fun.
We're just having so much fun. We've been having so much fun since the beginning, and it just keeps getting better.
Yeah, it's really refining itself, getting better. So check that out. Tuesday, Wednesday nights are the Silvernell nights. Hope to see you there. Let's jump back into it. We were waiting for the capo to get here, which is the leader, basically, of the House of Pelagor. We've spoken some time. Eventually, these kind of doors kind of bust open and N swims, and I'll show everybody on the map. First of all, here is inside the house. That man right there floating is Sivnus, but in floats it's very dreamy.
So small.
Triton warrior. He's got very tight clothes that just have like strands of fabric that kind of come off in the water and kind of dangle. So he kind of looks like a flashy fish almost, that with white and silver. It's very dramatic. But he's swimming very fast, and he holds this long throwable rod with knives on each end. These bayonets on each end, essentially. Hello, welcome, princesses. This is incredible. How are you?
Hi, Princess Mizumino of the Azirian Kingdom. No wonder, it's not a surprise at all. Such a handsome and strong man would be the face of someone behind this tournament.
I appreciate the compliments, Princess Mizu, correct?
Mizumino, but you can call me Mizu.
I must admit, you are the only one I actually recognize as the face of the sisters, the famous princesses of Azir.
Oh, so my face does precede itself, but enough about me. Meet my sisters.
I am Might Unarsath. Yeah, you guys.
I'm Arista.
Ziragoth.
Hi.
Benfira.
Celia. Hey.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you all. I must ask, when you are away from the kingdom on, vacation, sabbatical, and I'm sorry, I'm not so sure why you're here, but do you still do diplomatic outreach and make decisions and stuff like that?
The work for Princess never stops.
Wow.
What is a vacation?
To the day we die.
Sometimes vacation finds you, and those are the nice parts.
Cool. I mean, I would love to talk business, and we can include the other houses as well. Yameth is very stable, and our relationship with Azir is great. Maybe time for diplomacy, outreach.
Things are going well down here.
Well, we're concerned about the merfolk, and we are aware of your assistance to some of the other civilizations under the waters here, and we understand we're deep down here, but I think it'd be time.
You want to officially form diplomatic ties with the Azirian Kingdom?
Crazy, right? Bold. Who says that when they first meet them? I know. We can talk about it later. I'm just telling you, that's where my Triton's at.
Just wanted to make sure we're all eating off the same plate.
Of course. Which reminds me, are you hungry?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have them fix up something for you immediately.
Cool.
And I'm sorry.
Lunkar, Lumpy, it's whatever you want to call me, Jack.
Wow, okay.
His name's not Jack, I don't think.
Oh, no, this is definitely Lunkar the Relentless. Well, your personality seems a little different than what I suspected of someone trying to break in and steal the sword before the game.
He's a goofy guy.
Yeah, that's me.
Great. Make yourself at home. I'll be right back. My apologies. Let me take this off. He's going to leave you guys alone for a little bit. Sivnus has already walked out. You're by yourself.
As he walks away.
His name's not Jack, right? What's his name?
Might.
Might?
Yeah.
Right.
Him and
Noted.
As he walks away, Mizu's definitely gonna elbow Seer and be like, I'd like to make a home with him.
I mean, apparently that's what I thought he was asking for, like marriage at first, and then it was
I mean, right?
diplomatic, union. But also,
I mean,
why
he
not
does
make-
have like 4 of the prettiest girls, in the whole sea to pick from.
It is true. I mean, Daddy does want bigger, better things for us, and expanding the kingdom would be ideal. And if the other 2 houses look like what that man looks like, it'll be an easy decision, honestly. So,
Wait, there's 5 of us.
Cheers to that.
You know that he's the same species as Celia, right?
I mean, he looks
Half.
good though for his species. It must be rare. I mean, I didn't know tridents could even look like that. I didn't even know he was a trident. He looks more genasi to me. But I mean, I guess it's something I could overlook, for the possibility of love.
deep sea traders just look different.
I mean, my disguise is a trident though, so I mean, I guess it wouldn't be a big deal if I was ever in disguise in front of them, right?
That's true.
Good point.
Eventually, he swims back in. He's talking to a couple of Triton, workers in his home that are moving through with food, and it's this humongous spread that they're bringing out, and these like bubbles that you can just like pop to get them to let them stay away from the moisture at first until you're ready to eat it. And it's a huge spread with like 9 or 10 items. And he says, I'm so sorry. We didn't have a lot of time because we didn't know you would be here, so we just kind of threw something together that we had in the back. I hope it's to your liking. Please eat. Enjoy yourself. I know you've got a couple of hours before the games.
Your hospitality is overwhelming. Thank you.
Anything for the beautiful princesses of Azir.
Nice.
That was perfect, Meg.
I would also love to meet the other houses, as you mentioned. Since we're only in town for such a short stay, we like to hit and quit it, as they say.
Do they
So we would love
say-
to meet them. They do down here. They hit and quit it. So you just
learning so
stay for a
much.
you stay for a short time.
Sure. I just think this is such a good opportunity for us. I consider myself probably the level-headed ruler, with my allies. As our relationship has grown over the years, as I'm sure your parents have informed, I'm sure you just know, we work hand in hand, but we don't have representation with each other. Our relationship is very singular. Merfolk engaged. We meet outside, and well, that's pretty much it. But there's so much more opportunity: trade, culture, exploration together. It's endless. And I think the other two just still have some deep-rooted prejudice, self-preservation, connection to the sea, looking down upon sea as more as, a next-door neighbor who's distant instead of an ally, which is what I see when I see the Azir Kingdom.
Perhaps if they just got to know us, or even if they, see how well Celia does in the tournament.
Because I'm gonna win.
See, that's kind of why I was like, I'm glad that we met first. We could talk about this. Maybe that's the thing. They see the strength. But, of course, if you win.
And of course, don't forget they would get to see the beauty as well of the kingdom if I got to host.
And perhaps they can see some other perspectives as well.
Yeah, to like perspectives and the culture, and the beauty and the strength.
And you said host. You want to host the Coliseum event? Is that what you're asking?
I mean, I would love to host the tournament. What could
What
be
better way?
you know, better. I have a great reputation, not only in the kingdom, but outside the kingdom. You even said yourself, my face precedes itself. So I'm sure if you know who I am, I could probably draw a small crowd for the tournament. As if
She's
people
really
weren't
good
already
at-
interested.
She's really good at talking at people.
You're being serious. Why
Why would I not be?
Roll persuasion.
We don't joke in the Azerian kingdom. We don't have humor like that.
It's a shame.
All gaslighting.
Bubbles is
21.
pretty funny.
I mean, currently we have someone who is announcing the games and the events. He's not a princess, though, so...
They're not as
Think
pretty
about-
as me either. It's okay, you can say it.
What better way to announce your future endeavors with the Kingdom of Azir?
I couldn't agree more. I was going to say I think it's a great idea. I mean, logistically, you don't know how you're going to pull it off in a couple of hours, but, sometimes these games can be pretty boring and routine, that this is kind of an amazing flair. I'm willing to help.
Yeah, you never met Mizu, because anytime she's around, it's anything but boring.
I'm known for my flair.
Roll a charisma check as he's staring at you with this big smile.
I fall in love, oh lord.
It was a dirty 20.
He kind of winks at you a little bit. It's like, is it a wink? It's like when it kind of eye flickers a little bit, and I can tell the girls around can see it and be like, is that a wink? Was that a wink? And he just says, I'm very excited to get to know you more, princesses. But he's looking right at you, Mizu, and you just feel the hot breath of Lunkar to your ear.
Yeah, I don't like him, and it's not a jealousy thing.
Mizu in her head is like looking at him and she's like, he's gonna be fun for the next 7 hours.
The ear jumps in because she's on business and can't hear that. And it's good that we're having this conversation. We have a younger brother who is coming of maturing age who made me to establish himself in a nice diplomatic means, and this would be a nice place that I'm sure Mommy and Daddy would have no
Yes,
problem
Prince Henry.
sending him to.
How is
Henry.
Prince Henry? There's not a lot known about your brother here.
Cute as ever.
Mizu takes up all the attention, so there's no room for anyone else.
Beautiful. So how would you like to move forward? Would you like me to contact the other houses and tell them what we've proposed for them to expect a victory, Celia? Which, if we can find a way to help you legally within the rules, we will do this. But I'm telling you, that last one, we found this incredible deal when we traded back some of the prisoners, the merfolk prisoners. This sword is amazing. It's stuck in this steel and nobody can get it out. So that's going to be the last task. So we actually don't even think somebody's going to win. So this might be an impossible task.
It's gonna be pretty interesting. I don't think we need to rig the game in Celia's favor. Let's
I was not suggesting that. Let's clear that up.
Well, no, I think that having Celia perform enough is she'll quite literally live up to her name, the wet knuckle.
Fantastic.
I don't
then
like
I can't
that one.
wait to see it. It's gonna be great.
Still workshop the title.
Workshopping names.
Yeah.
And probably
Planned it
best to
better
stay
yesterday.
as far away from it as possible. Otherwise, with Mizu hosting and all, they're going to think maybe you favored Celia.
Right, that's true. Probably, people outside seeing you swim in here might have actually not helped, especially with Lunkar as well. So
People haven't seen the princesses, and this is a good time for them to get accurately adjusted to what it's like to have the princesses around. So one on the field and one in the host box. Whew, will be quite nice.
I actually think it would be iconic if you all joined me in the Pelagore box to view in the Coliseum.
That's
Well-
nice of you. Does it have a good view?
It has the second best view in the Coliseum.
Great.
Who was the
Well,
first
That
best
sounds
view?
awesome.
Zephyrian.
What's that?
The kind of one of the other houses.
Oh, sick.
Well, not to show any favoritism, maybe we should split up the other. There's 3 sisters remaining and 3 houses to sit with. So perhaps Rissy and Vinny and I can each sit with a different house. You did
Good
say that
idea.
that Zephyrin has the best view, and I do like to see a good show. So perhaps I can sit with them.
I don't mind the second best view.
Okay.
I'm happy to go wherever I'm needed.
Well, you'll have to go ask them. I could send off for a message.
Tell them that the princesses of Azir would be honored if we could have a seat in their box for this glorious game to watch our sister compete.
Okay.
It'd be rude of them to say no, honestly.
To my information.
If you tell them
Send
that
me
we're
the
here,
person
they'll
if we
want
need
to
to.
invite us anyway.
Yeah.
It's a diplomatic thing to do.
Sivness, can you get this done for me? Of
How
course.
much they hate us. We're gonna find out.
Okay, we'll send away from immediately. Actually, you know what? Let me go help them. I want to tell them about something else as well. Make yourself at home. There are many places to look around and snoop around. There's so many servants. Someone's got to see you eventually. Help you out. So have fun. I'll be right back.
Of
He
course,
said
of course.
Snoop, so I'm going to
As soon
investigate
as
it.
soon as that door closes.
Snoop away, Princess Alyssa.
You heard him right. He did say Snoop. So, I don't. Something's just a little pushy about good old Might. So, sisters, make sure got your ears open when we sit tonight. But also, look around.
May I investigate?
Yes, what are you looking for?
I am looking for any sign of dishonesty or any sign that he is not genuine, or I don't know, anything that sparks danger or any indication that he's rigged the games, stuff like that.
I would say even with the highest investigation or insight or perception, I don't think you could see any evidence of him rigging the games. Let's say you did go up the stairs and kind of looking through the halls. There are servants and there are guards swimming around, so people see you. But there is a door open to a large room with a library. That naturally would catch your eye.
Okay.
So you swim around until you find that. And it's got, a personal section on the bookshelf that is locked that you can see are his personal books and stuff. And one of them is preparation for the Coliseum event. But can't tell if there's anything shady from the book locked behind the cage.
I want to open it. Is anybody around?
Every few seconds, someone swims by that doorway, guard or servant.
Sure.
Every I'll say 3 minutes, a guard just comes and swims in and looks around and goes back outside.
Okay. When the next one leaves, I'd like to use my invisible disguise and my thieves' tools.
And poof, he's out the door. You go invisible. You pull your thieves' tools out. Roll for it.
19.
Yeah. You get that cage open, pull out this book, and as you flip into this book, you see how it's structured here. Everything seems pretty obvious. It doesn't show any signs of something shady. Seems like he legitimately volunteered to pay for this. And then as you're flipping along, roll an investigation check.
Oh, no. I got a nat 1. That's an 11.
There were... the back pages, it seems like he's run out of space towards the end, which is recently. There was a lot, 3 pages written, because you can see the indentation on the paper, but it's all erased away. So it's just the indentations. So it's really hard to see, especially when everything is not light. It's just glowing amber or glowing blue light. It's very hard to get depth perception on that paper to see what it said.
Hey, what if I look around for a piece of coral or something that I can rub over the paper to make the indentions clearer?
Oh, there are definitely things around the room building naturally on the columns of this architecture. You can break off these little bright white ones, so it's like a chalky white, but in the paper is like a tan brownish, so it would still show up.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
It details an old plan to instead use the captured merfolk that they had and use them as the last stage of the Colosseum, where the warrior, the last part of it, was whoever killed the most merfolk.
Oh.
And it looks like this plan was erased from the end, but that was an original idea. And those merfolk instead got traded back.
Traded for the sword.
For the sword. And I will let you discern the shadiness or what that infers or means. But he obviously didn't want someone to know.
I'm gonna wipe all of the white stuff off and return the book. Lock it back.
About that time, the guard comes swimming in, and you can almost like beat him out, or whatever you want to do.
Stay with the books.
Yeah, naturally. All right.
I'll just look at the ones that aren't under lock and key.
Anybody else?
I'm just I look over to Loonkar and I'm like, you're a creepy guy. You got like creepy vibes from that dude, right? Like no one's that. It's working real hard to seem real chill.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he has, like, a lot of power. And, like, probably has things he doesn't want people to know because he has a creative face like Mizu. There's something in there. I don't know what it is, but honestly, I don't trust anybody.
Oh, don't listen to him. He's just jealous.
I mean, listen, jealousy isn't always a bad trait to have, because he went on this whole, like, we are all unified, the three houses, but also, those other houses kind of suck and we should get together. And it's like, okay, weird. If it's all peaceful, why are you so interested in, like, getting together with us? What do you know?
I don't know. Maybe Tritons are just chill people. I think you're reading into it a little bit too much.
I mean, we know the merfolk are on the brink of war. That could be good or bad for the merfolk. Could be good or bad for the Tritons since they are directly involved with them. I don't know.
I find it hard to believe that Might and you are the same species. Why haven't we talked about that yet?
Well, I guess I'm...
Just bring that up like that.
Yeah, that's... I guess I'm not like 100% like a Triton, I guess. I don't know, I've never really looked into this kind of stuff before. I was just sort of there.
I mean, you're the only one I know, so I guess I just expected him to look a little bit more like you, is all I'm saying. I don't mean it, like, in a bad way. I mean, I kind of do, but not, like, in a really mean way.
No, I understand what you're saying, yeah.
Do you not know anything about your Triton side?
Not really, no.
I thought you always
My Triton
playing
side
Call.
never tried to get to know me, so...
Oh, so... Maybe we should talk later. We should have a conversation later.
Where is your dad? Who is your dad?
You're not here.
That was Meg asking.
I think I know, but I don't know. I don't know. Just think.
I don't know.
So you're playing coy, so I'm like, oh.
I mean, I just find it hard to believe that Horizon Lane would even cheat on Daddy in the first place, but I mean, if she were to do something like that, she would probably know him, I think. Like, it's been a long time, but you don't just forget, like, somebody you have that with. Sorry, again, not like a mean way. I'm working on it, I'm sorry.
You're doing a great job, Mizu.
Yep, we're having those tough conversations.
You should do it more in our free time than, like on a job, though.
I mean, isn't this this is the free time on the job. But also, speaking of people with unknown birth origins, have you guys ever wondered where Arista's from?
Nope.
I
Okay,
have.
anyone else? Thank you. I was like, probably not you. She's never really talked about it, and I'm kind of curious now that we're like adventuring.
I mean, the sea is a really big place. I'm sure she's from somewhere in the sea, right? If she's down here with us.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure she breathed pretty fine on land too. So
Do you think she's human?
no, I've seen a human before, and she does not look like a human.
It's just not that ugly. Not to say that they're ugly, but humans are. That's all I'm saying.
Get to know your opinions on humans.
They look weird. They look weird.
Is it specifically humans or just the Boggins? Because I feel like those are the only humans you really know.
I don't know. Could be.
Just
I
think
don't
the Boggins
hope
are-
to meet more, but we might.
Even with the Boggins.
They were ugly.
Fuck those kids.
Well, at least you were nice and you kept those opinions until after they were gone. Unlike some might do.
I could have sworn
I'm
I told
working
him.
on it. I literally just said I'm working on it. Whatever. Nobody appreciates effort around here.
No, I appreciate it. It's just some things just don't come to my mind that quickly, and to others so quickly.
I mean, things just slip out of my mind too quickly. That's like the twin thing. You got that half of it. I got the other half. I feel like that's the whole thing, right?
I guess because I would also never points over at Lunkar, summon a demon.
Yeah. I mean, like I told Vinfira and Lunkar earlier, I never wear that, but we all make choices.
Oh, can we? I never really got the story on why you brought Voskar out to begin with. Was there a
Because
particular reason?
we're besties. Why wouldn't I? I wanted to meet my bestie in person. It's like having a friend, and you never get to do anything with them. You never get to hang out with them. You never get to talk like face to face. It's like constantly being on the shell phone. It's just so annoying.
How even did you find them? Were you just like walking on the street one day and a demon was like, "Hey, friends," and you're like, "Absolutely."
No,
Probably
it's like
from-
the thing I told you guys from the very start. Like, Ganon has been talking to me this whole time, but like Ganon wasn't Ganon, he was Voskar. Like, it's still a little blurry in between there, but somehow like he just chose me, which why wouldn't he? But it also makes me feel a little bit special.
I feel like, and don't take this the wrong way, though. I'm sure you will. It kind of sounds like you were targeted. Like he was like, this would be someone who really is gonna like not say no, so they're gonna need me. And
No, I think he just has good taste. I would tell him no. I mean, but if anyone is offering me like power and to make me stronger and prettier, why wouldn't I say yes?
We're aware. We're aware, Mizu.
I don't know if he's done either of those things.
I mean, we're getting there. I don't have the book yet. That's like
He
the whole
did-
point.
Yeah.
she did banish the theory. We have to give her that great. I would say grace, but we would give her that power. Did come in handy a couple times. I think with some training, it could be really useful, and maybe one day we can wean you off of the patron.
Listen, I do think that you have a point, though, Seer. We need to be cautious with the intentions going on.
Yeah, I mean,
Agreed.
Voskar's my bestie though. Like, we're really good friends at this point. So I don't want him to go away. I want him to stick by my side, right?
Sorry,
Hey Voskar, I've noticed that you haven't pissed your pants once in this body, but when you're Ganon, you like all the time. What's up with that?
I don't know, actually. It feels much better in that little purse. But, anyways, yeah, Mizu, I'm here. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, I kind of want to go do something with my time. And waiting around just kind of feels like the underdog. So, I'll meet you at the Coliseum. He kind of stands up, doesn't realize how big the body is, kind of hits the wall, shakes like a couple picture frames, and kind of swims away. Listen, I'm just... Oh, yes?
Seer also stands up.
Novice and Mizu grabs him like the second he like tries to get up, and she's gonna be like, ah! What do we say? We stick together.
On edge.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
We'll go with you.
He hasn't pissed his pants once. He's doing really good right now. We should give him a bathroom break.
Okay, fine. Jeez, but if you run away again, I'm seriously gonna be pissed.
I don't. Oh, sorry. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
This one back in the room at this point.
I'm going with Voskar. I'm not sending his ass nowhere alone.
Oh, okay, bye.
I'm just going to the bathroom.
You see Lunkar just kind
a
of
quick trip.
go down the hallway. You're obviously following him. He's looking around for the bathroom. He gets to the bathroom. He sees it, and he immediately just kind of grabs the shoulders gently of this like local servant that's swimming, and he just kind of like guides him into the bathroom. And
Just the privacy.
and he's gonna shut the door.
I'm sorry. What?
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself and listen at the door aggressively.
He sounds like he's
Get in there.
he sounds like he's like giving this monologue about the Underdark and all the terrors underneath, and that you humans don't understand how good you have it, and that there's a balance between death and life, and only he can truly find death's greatest items, and unfortunately you are science on death for him. And you hear the guy like, "No, please, please!"
I open the door.
Yes, what is it?
It doesn't sound like he's having a good time in that bathroom that you took him there in against his will. Please release the patron.
Princess, I told you I'm trying to enjoy myself.
We said no killing and no scarring, mentally or physically.
How terrorizing.
Roll an intimidation check.
Oh dear. Okay, well I got this guidance, so that's gonna help me.
Get big.
Intimidation.
You work. It's like a bear, right? That'll work.
Yeah, really big.
A 12.
You're all very clever. I'll slowly take this one out, and it'll just be, we'll call it a Voskar tax. Don't worry, Seer. I'm not gonna ruin anything. He's just gonna slowly squeeze the guy's head. You wanna sit here and watch, Seer?
I start to heal this guy. And I'm like, I will not
You
let
really
you
don't
kill
want me to
him.
He kind of lets go.
Okay. But I just want you to know that this feeling right here, I hope you carry it over to Mizu, because that's what I'm gonna have her do one day. And you're gonna have to work that out, because that's where she's going.
Hey, well, you can sit on it and spin. I'll deal with that when I get there. And I take the guy, and I take him out of the bathroom.
Thank you.
And I'm not leaving, though. I'm still watching Voskar, because
He pees himself.
Obviously.
No, he's doing so well.
As he should.
Okay, Lunkar wets himself, and that's going to be great for Frank when he comes back. Meanwhile, the capo comes
What's that
back.
smell?
And he says messages have been sent out, and they are exuberant on meeting the princesses, but both of them are very busy on different things, and they'll have to meet you during the games, and you are welcome to come visit them in their box.
Sounds good.
He says, that's perfect. You can go see them and talk to them, just hype
not
up
there.
the princess. But anyways, I hope you all just enjoy the games, generally. I hope you have a good time. I was just very excited as a fan of the glamour of Azir. So,
It should be pretty fun.
yeah.
What do you all normally get into down here since it's all peace? And I know the festival's happening right now, but like, when it's not happening, what do you normally do?
Oh, there's plenty to do in Yarmouth. We go down in the deep and send out scouts looking for some of the rarest treasures. We have cultural events in the Hydrus Coliseum all the time. We're trying to find new plant life to grow at the Poseidonus Hydronia. Our citizens love to go to school to learn how to be strong fighters and arcane users to protect Yarmouth. There's a lot to do. where the pressure is immense.
There's only a couple canyons that go as low as the depths here, but I'm a deep sea diver myself. I agree that there are some pretty nice treasures to be found. But sad that I can't get to do that while I'm here on this trip, but maybe next time I'm in Yarmouth.
Do you mind me asking where you're heading?
Next stop is Eudothia, I think. Next stop is Eudothia.
Right, Princess Venfira. You're the diplomat. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh, but I mean, it seems like it's pretty difficult from the rumors I've heard about the merfolk, aka what our scouts are fighting against at this very moment. What's going on?
Luckily,
How long is
Venfira
that?
is very good at her job.
Indeed. Perhaps you should invest in better scouts if I'm to be so forward.
Oh ho ho! Okay.
Get that sister's tongue, okay?
I mean, the houses and the Azerian kingdom have what you helped with a contract with numbers. Should that be revamped, revisited?
I'd be happy to revisit it sometime if that's required. Or requested, I should say.
Okay. And you plan just to go into Eudothia right after this? That seems kind of dangerous. Things are very tense.
Well, we all have business to attend to. As Seer said, the life of a princess never quite stops. It never really goes on break, so I do my duty as bound.
Do you have a plan?
She
For
just
the Princess
smiles
of Power.
vaguely.
I
We have a
love
plan.
the Azerian kingdom. Okay, well, perfect. We will have scouts there. I mean, hasn't Azerian also lost a lot to this strange thing going on with... I mean, we can't explain it. Is that happening in Azir with all the bodies? Just
Oh,
expanding?
you mean the plague?
I feel like it's happening everywhere.
It's
I
not
hear they call
happening
it
everywhere.
shimmer.
It's happening up there. It's not happening down here.
I hear it's because the light doesn't reach this far.
You think the light has something to do with it?
So rumors say they call it shimmer, and it can pass through the light, but everyone's not affected. I don't know.
Strange. Well, it's a shame we have to fight against the merfolk at the surface.
Yeah. Speaking of that, we mentioned we're on our way to Adothia, and you have scouts that go there often. How do you normally go about getting there? We recently lost our ship, which is how we got this far. Just looking for alternative means of transportation.
Luckily, we ride the currents. The currents go pretty close to Eudothia. You will have to jump off and swim a little ways, but yeah, you can go straight into there. And it's kind of where the... I mean, Venfira can tell you better about it than I can. But it's pretty close to Olivine. It's on Olivine's spire, so it's... You go right up to the beach.
It's not often that I get to just ride the wave,
Oh, right.
raw.
Right, so it gets
So,
pretty
I'm
shallow
just curious.
in their main city. But then, you can go deeper, so... But that's Olivine for you.
Yeah, he doesn't like to get his toes wet, as they say. Well,
Lives
didn't
in
like to get
ice.
his toes wet.
It's crazy.
R.I.P. to him, I suppose.
Well,
So just to clarify, we don't need a vessel to ride the currents.
no.
We can get there just swimming.
Now, I will say it's very... no one's really governing the currents, so it's very dangerous for the princess. Did you ride here without a... You rode here with a vessel and then you lost the vessel, you said.
Well, we delivered the vessel to its owner,
Okay. Well,
so we
yes,
no longer have
you can
it.
just swim the currents. You'll just have to, keep your eyes about you in case, because a lot of people, shady as well, take the currents. Not down
so
here.
it'd be a lot more exciting than our previous travels, because it's been quite boring on those days of journey without anything to do.
Yeah,
That's true.
currents to get to Eudothia from here is not too long. Should get here in less than 2 days, I think it might be less than a day now. Current kind of fluctuates.
That solves that problem. That's good to know.
Okay.
Alright.
Princess Mizu, if you'd like to, we could, in a little bit, go to the Coliseum and I could introduce you to the group that's kind of putting together the main structure of the games and get you introduced to intro. Maybe you need some time to practice. I don't know what you have planned.
Absolutely. I would love to accompany you.
And other princesses are welcome to enjoy themselves. Sivness will make sure that you have everything that you need. Do more snooping if you wish. Honestly, me house is your house, as somebody once said to me one time when I was unfortunately. I'm sorry for that. Goodbye. Mizu.
Probably what they say to other royal family members because they're all like royals and are got so many houses. So it's like my house is your house because we all technically rule together.
Yeah.
As Mizu walks away with him, she's gonna like wave and like turn back and be like, give her sisters like a little wink.
I would say be safe, but I know you won't. Have fun.
Well, I guess that's my cue. Are you gonna come too, Seer? You seem to be following me around.
Oh, if you're going, I'm going.
Okay, well,
Gotta make sure you show up to the festival.
no, I mean, like, I'm following Mizu. I'm not leaving her alone with him.
Oh, that's fine. I'm
he
gonna,
could kill
gonna
her.
follow you to make sure she, if I get there early, I
He
get there
could
early.
be a kill.
That's what could be a killer.
Like, what if he tries to kill her? That'd be terrible. I need to find that vessel. And you care about her.
This is interesting. You now want to keep her alive. That's good. Okay. Yeah, I'm down with this. We're
I'm
going
not
to.
willy-nilly just killing Seer. It's specifically people who it doesn't really matter. She's important.
Almost sounds like willy nilly. Yeah, that's fine.
People matter.
Oh, yes, but I mean, sentimental. Not really.
Your
Yikes.
morals are questionable.
As hell. Ha!
Well, now I'm gonna go to make sure that you don't kill Mike.
That's a
I
good call.
appreciate the assistance.
I'm feeling
I mean,
it.
Okay, so you guys are all going to Finfira and Celia. Are you
Yes,
following?
yeah. I guess so.
This was like, I'll show you, Mizu. But everybody's watching each other going out.
you had all the princesses, right?
I feel like Mizu would notice this and she'd be like, guys, what the hell? Like fuck off. We're gonna be alone.
Yes,
We're all attending rehearsal.
I want to go check out the
Yay.
space that we'll see.
I'm just going to the Coliseum. Like that's.
I
what
want to
I'm
be
supposed
first
to
in
be.
line for snacks.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Mizu's like, thank God I don't have you guys around at the kingdom normally. I'd never get laid.
Okay, as you guys get to the Coliseum, you see Voskar or Lunkar put his arm around a Mite.
I'm just wondering. Might, is it Mike? Can I call you Might?
Yes, Lunkar. It's this peculiar voice you have. I hope that's not a rude thing to say.
No, I get it all today. Listen. I see the goo-goo eyes you're making at the princess, and let me just say, I'll slit your throat if you try anything with those mittens of yours.
I'm sorry. Are you and Mizu a couple? Wow, this is a scoop. This is hot tea.
Lunkar's definitely not my type. We're more of a best friends. Yeah, me and Lunkar are best friends.
Good old ball and chain.
She needs me more than she'll admit.
This is
Okay.
awkward.
Yeah, okay, well, you don't have to worry. I'm not making any moves on the princesses. I do have respect, Lunkar. If you win today, I hope you take that victory to your heart, and then eventually to your brain, and maybe try to be more respectful of others. How about that? Is that too rude?
Oh, okay. Good idea, mate. Or how about I just...
Okay, let's just keep moving forward, everybody.
Hey, Lily, maybe you should take Lunkar down to the stadium so you can like start stretching and warming up. You
You
know,
need to go to your like competitor suite or something and wait for the tournament to start?
Seer and Arista are so right. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Let's go check it
Yeah.
out.
Okay, yeah. You. So. Let's go. Come on. Lucar, come on. Yeah, come on. You're feeling the mood, my man. Come on.
Let's just say this is karma for ditching me earlier. See you later.
You go be a good boy.
Okay. All right. Mate, you want a show? I'll give you a show. I'm warning you right now. Not only am I gonna win this thing, but I'm gonna use... Ooh, just you wait.
He's gonna turn and go with Celia.
That was the
Hey.
weakest talk.
Yeah, it's the worst. He's got no friends.
Celia puts her arm around Lucar. She's like, you're supposed to win. That's
Yes,
not
but
like
I'm doing
scared.
it to spite him. I'm gonna impress
Okay, but-
Mizu, and she's gonna be like, ooh, mate, who?
But you're supposed to do that. You're not gonna like surprise anybody. You're not gonna. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
All right,
This
you
is-
understand
yeah.
me.
All right.
He needs to do well. Let him have the motivation to do well.
Yeah.
Okay, as they walk on, this gives a moment for Mizu. And Arista, are you still there as well, or did you walk away?
So where? I'm sorry. Where?
Are you standing with them at the Colosseum with the Capo and Mizu? Because Seer went away.
I was, yes, and I watched them go away. And if Mizu wants to leave with Might on her own, I'll just wander around or sit down and read a book from my bag till until the competition starts.
Gotcha.
When in doubt, snoop it out.
I wasn't following Mizu. I was following Voskar.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, they go on. So you're just left. He apologizes for that awkwardness before Princess. Mizu.
it's cool.
Me? Oh, okay. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm very much looking forward to being introduced to the rest of the officials in charge of the tournament.
As well. And, not to harp on this, but I know there's not a lot of time before the game. If we were to reach some agreement that would bring the two civilizations together, and we decided we would need a diplomat, perhaps you would throw your corset in the bucket.
Oh, I could never. My duties are always required in the Azirian kingdom.
I choked somewhere in the kingdom.
Okay, but also, after Arista looks like she's gonna sit and read a book, she's gonna turn invisible again and follow so she can listen to that conversation.
That's fair. That's fair. So,
because I gotta keep eyes on Mizu too.
just sort of show this image of like them standing there, like tension, the air's kind of different, and just Arista standing there, like dotted line.
Don't trust
outline,
that man.
like right where they are. What did you say, Mizu?
I couldn't possibly do that. My duties are required in the Azirian
Oh, right.
kingdom.
I'm more to talk about. Who knows? Maybe our feelings will change. But
I didn't suggest it, Henry. Damn.
I'll show you the box.
He ain't interested.
Lead the
Hey.
way.
Okay,
I
as
want
you go up to the box, I think this is a good point as we're being pulled away to come back next time. Frank might be with us next time. And then Luke Carr might not even get what he wanted to do. This is chaos, but thank you guys for playing. Thank you everybody for watching. Make sure you tune in Tuesday for Into the Expanse.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
we'll see you next time. All right.
Until next time, friends.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.